we welcome you to today's meeting. In the past months, we have emailed information to you, our members, about grants and loan programs available for the federal, county, and local levels. Also, special promotions for our members, from our members, including ideas how to cope with stress and anxiety personally and in business, over to 20,000 emails per month through constant contact. If your company has a special promotion, please send it to Claudine and she will let you know her schedule. This has worked out so greatly. We have a lot more exposure right now, which for our businesses to be seen, to let everyone know they're open. So that's a great opportunity for our members. The Finance Committee of the Board of Directors and I will be meeting soon to prepare a budget for 2021. We are, of course, ready to bring back our events when it's safe to do so, according to the governor's mandates. Right now, renewals and new members sustain the chamber. If you have any leads for new businesses, please let me know. Also, if you would like to join our board of directors, please contact me for an application. I would like to thank Christopher Pellico. Chris is very festive today. Wave, Chris. Chris Pellico. He's in the green tie. Chris Pellico is with Navistar. He's been the chairman of the board. We thank him for his leadership in this challenging year. Thank you to Chris, the entire board of directors, for your time, your dedication, support, suggestions, creativity, mentorship, and knowledge. The staff really appreciates that, as the membership appreciates you all. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Also, thank you, Claudine Rubber, for working so hard. Claudine connects with our members with positivity and encouragement for all our businesses to succeed. Thank you, Claudine. I'm just going to run through our committee chairs, even though we did have some cancellations this year and postponements of events. We did have some events as well. So I'm just going to run through these and thank them. Acknowledge our committee chairs. Ambassador, please wave when I announce. Ambassador and Dinner Dance Committee, Paula Gleason. Golf outing, well, that was me, I'll wave. Government Affairs, Claudine. The Linked Group, January through April, was Christina Irvine of John Green Realtor, and April to December, Debbie Pawlowitz of DPG Real Estate.
He's here, yeah.
Lisle Alefest, Tom Reif, GCG Financial. Program Committee, Susan Ross, the Morton Arboretum. Scholarship Committee, Julie LaFon, St. Joan of Arc. And those are the committees. We have Women in Business and Turkey Trot. Staff takes care of those. All right, so we'll continue with Christopher Pellico from Navistar. Review of the year, and please introduce your board of directors after that. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thanks, Jill, for the introduction, and good afternoon, everyone, and happy holidays. You know, first and foremost, I hope all of you and your families are certainly staying safe, and your businesses and the people that work for you staying safe as we turn the corner, hopefully, from this pandemic. You know, 2020 was a very tough year, I think, not only for you know, folks in the U.S., but businesses alike, and businesses in the Lisle area community. I think have small businesses have certainly felt the brunt of it. You know, early on in January, the first newsletter that we sent out, we talked a little bit about you know, the chamber's mission, right? And it's really centers around, you know, the ability to facilitate, advocate, and cultivate opportunities for Lisle area businesses. And there was really kind of a challenge this time last year when we had this same kind of luncheon. And I couldn't be more proud of the chamber and frankly all of you, our customers, and our members, for the work that you've done to really lead by example in being leaders in the community. And you know, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank our chamber director Jill and our office manager Claudine for the outstanding work that they have done in these very challenging times. So thank you very much, Jill and Claudine, for your leadership during this time.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
Jill mentioned 20,000 emails through Constant Contact. I think that, the work that they've done has really advocated for the Lisle area business community, right? And has helped to facilitate the small businesses within the community to ensure that they too can be successful in these times. She talked about exposure of members through those emails. That's very important. The chamber, I think, is evolving. We're starting to see, our ability to market through things like emails and Constant Contact, to be able to provide yet another means to support the chamber businesses. The chamber board, I think in this particular year in 2020, the chamber board, who I'll announce here in a few minutes, has done just an outstanding job, led by our executive board members, to really make sure that the board stays financially stable through these times, and ensure that when Mr. Bueller takes the reign, that he is able to help grow the chamber from a stable financial position. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank the executive board for all of your work, your leadership, your dedication, and frankly, your willingness to kind of put up with me in some aspects, so that we can make sure that we bring a level of stability moving forward. So I appreciate that, and thank you so much. And again, just when we talk about thinking outside the box, the chamber had to make some tough decisions, right? And we are very happy to now be within the Village of Lisle's office area. Thank you so much, Eric, for extending that offer. That has helped us. That's one area that has helped us make sure that we maintain our financial stability in 2020. But hey, guess what? 2020, we are rounding the corner. As all of you know, the vaccines are on their way out to the community, and that should lend some hope for a very exciting 2021. And the chamber is going to be led by a fantastic leader, Mr. Bueller. And I couldn't be more proud of the opportunity to make sure that he is successful in 21, and that he has the opportunity to grow the chamber during that year. And while we couldn't come together this year, the first part of the year was exciting. We did get together at the dinner dance, and that was a very fun and exciting time. And while we couldn't close out 2020 together in the same room, it's nice that we're all here virtually. That kind of is the theme, I think, for 2020, is being able to be together virtually.
That's true.
So again, thank you so much to the entire board. Thank you, Jill and Claudine, for your leadership. I look forward to staying engaged, continue to be a part of the executive board, and look forward to turning over the reins to Mr. Bueller. So once again, thank you everyone again. I wish you all the happiest of holidays, and I wish your family and all of your loved ones a very healthy and happy holiday season. So with that,
Yay.
I will move into announcing the 2020 Board of Directors. As mentioned, from Four Lakes Recreation, Chris Bueller. If you could say hello or just wave to everybody. Our treasurer, thank you so much, from Bank Financial, Kim Novoveski. Thank you, Kim, for all of your help and support as our treasurer. From the Lee Ernst Group, Lee Ernst. Thank you, Lee. The professor, Mr. Peter James, from the College of DuPage. From Benedictine University, Annette Loritz. From Molex, Mr. Barry McGoldrick. From the Lisle Park District, John Pratcher. From GCG Financial, Tom Reif. From the very beautiful and colorful Morton Arboretum, Ms. Susan Ross. From your promo partners, Tom Thornton. And from the Village of Lisle, ex officio Eric Ertmode. So that is the 2020 Board of Directors, and maybe if we could just pause and give the board a round of applause for all of their support and hard work this year. And Jill, I believe with that, I'll turn it over. Actually, you know what? I will introduce Dr. Peter James, who is our guest speaker today. Peter James will be giving a presentation called The Silver Lining for Business. Dr. James is not only a professor of business and entrepreneurship, he's also a certified leadership and executive coach who focuses on helping business and leaders transform from average to high performing. His career has taken him from an officer in the U.S. Army, thank you for your service, to sales and marketing in a major pharmaceutical firm, to various entrepreneurship ventures, and of course, higher education. In addition to being a leadership and executive coach and keynote speaker, Peter also possesses a PhD in organizational management and a master's in business administration. He's a certified DISC assessor and holds a PCC credential in coaching. Dr. James, thank you so much for giving your presentation today, The Silver Lining for Business.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chris. Can you all hear me? Thumbs up from everyone?
Thumbs up.
Sweet. Thank you so much, Paula. Good to see you for sure. I am going to try to share my screen really quick. I was told I only had a few minutes, so I'm going to honor that wholeheartedly. Again, another thumbs up. Can you all see my screen? Sweet,
Yes.
sweet, sweet. So what a year 2020 has been for all of us as we reflect on it, where we've come and where we are going. But let me read a little bit about this year for you, just so you can get a little picture of what we've been through. When the virus started to spread, local public health authorities responded with a number of measures. Isolation of individuals who have contracted the virus, quarantine of those having contact with them, surveillance of at-risk populations, disinfection, hygiene, targeted closings, and public service announcements. Municipal and state public health officials closed schools, churches, theaters, restaurants, and bars. They considered shutting down public transportation. They asked people to refrain from non-essential travel of all kinds. They asked doctors who treated suspected cases to report affected individuals and families to local officials. They limited business hours. All of these measures took a toll on local businesses of all kinds. Retail sales fell, sometimes precipitously. People began working from home, worker absenteeism increased, and manufacturing productivity declined. Wow, what a year. But I lied to you all, folks. What I just provided to you was what the US went through during the Spanish flu pandemic of 100 years ago in 1918. Sure, most of us have never experienced something like this in our lifetimes, but just so you can picture this, back in 1918, when we were getting ready to go into World War I, things were actually even worse. But there's a silver lining, as you can see there on the screen. You see, we as a country have survived wars, depressions, recessions, weather systems, and etc., all of that stuff. But we have always learned how to pivot, both as a country, as a community, and also as businesses. We've learned how to pivot or to shift. And this shift, however, has to begin in your mind. Now, some companies have been able to do so a little bit this year. Examples of this may be commercial airlines that now offer cargo flights, hotels offering day rates instead of just the normal rates, restaurants entering into the grocery market, retailers pivoting to curbside pickup, and of course, stores expanding to digital ordering. And you see, ladies and gentlemen, they've been able to do this because they've entered into a category that we often don't like to spend time in. What you see on the screen has been noted to be provided by Albert Einstein, but it is called the domains of knowledge. And there are three areas: what you know, what you know that you don't know, and then, of course, what you don't know that you don't know. And ironically, that's where the big breakthrough happens. These areas kind of revolve around knowledge, perception, and vision. So let's go into them really, really quickly as we look at these areas right here. What we know that we know, we spend time in this space right here where we're comfortable. We are empowered, we're confident, and there's not many gaps that we are fearful of. Then there's this area over to the right, what we know that we don't know. You don't know how to connect beyond a certain point. You know you're missing something in this area and you know it hinders you from being effective, but you'd rather stay in the left hand area where you're comfortable. Things have always been done this way. Maybe you have some work to do to get to be in this area over here in the right, but for some reason we don't. But then there's this area in this pie chart on the bottom that we almost always totally avoid. What you don't know that you don't know. That's the area where you're stuck in, even to try to have a conversation. You know you need to move beyond what you've always done, but you might be a little clueless in this area. And the only way out is through uncharted waters. Learning and growth occur in all three of these levels. But, ladies and gentlemen, the best leadership growth occurs when we can break open into level 3, and that's the bottom part of this. So you might ask me, how do you get to that area? How do you get to the, especially in business, how do you get to that area that we don't know that we don't know? I'm glad you asked me that really quick. Here's some 4 questions you have to ask yourselves. And actually, I encourage you to think about this as a little process as you go into 2021. What's actually working? What are the 3 areas in your business that are working, that have been working through 2020? Identify what those are, and not even just from your organization yourself, but maybe from your competitors. What's been working for them that you can apply to you? What's not working, or what's missing sometimes requires us to swallow concepts that are our babies. You know, that menu item that you love, but no one is buying. Maybe it might be time to get rid of that. The next one, of course, is what's next. Now, with the what's next thing here is we don't want to succumb to a doomsday scenario that often is what the media provides to us, but at the same time we want to try to brainstorm around what's on the horizon moving forward. In this case, what's on the horizon of 2021. And then lastly, what's just not working? This may be, again, something we don't dwell on, but it's important to be able to list these areas wholeheartedly all together. So, why, you might ask, are these things important? Well, as we go into 2021, it's important to be able to shift, not to do everything that we've always done. 2020 has showed us what got you there won't get you, excuse me, what got you here won't get you there. So again, 3 more areas that shifting will do. It helps you to align your company for long-term trends. It will help you to get lateral extension of your firm's existing capabilities, but also offer sustainable paths to productivity and profitability for sure. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want to be more profitable businesses in light of our circumstances, in light of our environment. So yes, there is always that silver lining that is available to you. It's almost just all of these areas, this domains of knowledge have to start within your mind, and then your mind can carry over into your business and into your staffs overall. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again, Chris. Thank you so much, Jill. And please have a safe and sound holiday season. I will unshare right now somehow.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Thank you so much there, Paula.
You can snap. Thank you, Peter. Chris Palico?
Yeah. Hey, Peter, excellent job. And I think your message certainly resonates as we shift into to 2021 and as businesses start to pull together and finalize their business plans for 2021. So now we're going to move on to a presentation of a service award. You know, in every group of whether it's a group of people, family, or an organization, you know, there's always kind of what I would call, especially in family, there's always that matriarch, right? There's always that leader who is always there, providing insights, guidance, of whom you could ask anything, and this individual would always be there to make sure that she answers the question and make sure that she does it in a way so that you understand and that you're successful in how you execute. Within the Lisle Area Chamber of Commerce, there are many leaders. This young lady from JCMP and Associates is recognized in the chamber and also in our community. Ms. Paula Gleason, we appreciate your
Oh
dedication and
my.
commitments to the Lisle Area Chamber of
Oh
Commerce as
my.
a board member for the last 6 years. Your dedication and commitment to the chamber should not go unnoticed and definitely will never be forgotten.
Oh my.
And while you take 1 year off, Paula, we look forward to seeing you in the chamber again in 2022 and beyond.
Oh my God.
And we look forward to seeing you in the community. Paula Gleason,
Oh,
Service Award for 2020. Thank you, Paula.
thank you so much. Oh my. Oh
Paula,
wow.
we do
I'm
have the
like,
award at the chamber, so you can come join us here and we will give this to you in person. Paula?
oh yes, I'd like to stop in. Yeah, thank you. Oh my. Oh, thank you so much. What a shock. Come on, you guys. I mean, this is all, it's just part of what I am and what I do. It's not something special. Oh,
Well,
thank
We
you
can
Paula,
very
do it
much. Thank you.
virtually.
you are certainly, you provide a level of a positive infection to the chamber and infection to all of our members. So thank you so much.
That's a healthy infection.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, that's marvelous. Thank you.
Well deserved.
And so as we transition from one leader, we roll into presenting and introducing another leader within the chamber. 2021 is going to be a very exciting year, and I'm very happy to turn the gavel over to Mr. Christopher Bueller from Four Lakes Recreation. Chris, congratulations, and I wish you the best in 2021.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate the guidance that you have provided us. And can everybody hear me? Did it actually unmute? Excellent. As you just stated, turning over the gavel, that is, I think, very appropriate. But along with the times, I don't think it's appropriate that we share a gavel. So, Chris Pellico, from the Chamber of Commerce, we would like to present you with your very own gavel. I don't know if everybody can see that. I will bring this back over to Jill and Claudine, and we can do the handoff there in person so you can keep your very own gavel. Thank you very much for everything you've done for the Chamber, for our members, and for the executive board and full board throughout 2020. So I'm
Wow,
just going to clap
nice.
since I think most
Yeah.
people are muted. There we go. I would like to just take a couple moments to, again, thank Chris Pellico from Navistar for his leadership and guidance throughout 2020. Without Chris's leadership, unique viewpoints, and dedication to the Chamber of Commerce, we would not have weathered the storm that was 2020 in such a strong and positive way.
That's
Chris,
true.
one more time from all of us involved in the Chamber, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for getting us through.
Looking forward to 2021, as Chris said earlier, we are rounding the corner and 2021 is going to be an amazing year. I, as just myself, hope to see an increase in memberships to our amazing chamber, an increase to our non-dues revenues as well through new ideas, new tactics, and use of technology that we may not have realized in the past was something that we could utilize as well as we have in 2020. Our chamber is a strong, vital part of the Lisle community, and we will continue to assist our businesses, our members, and our friends to grow and prosper in our amazing town with our amazing chamber. While 2020 was certainly difficult for all of us, I am fully confident that 2021 will see the return of events such as our golf outing, which did happen in 2020. A little bit different than usual, but it was still a lot of fun. We'll see the return of things like our Ale Fest, the wine extravaganza, dinner dance, our business after hours in face-to-face. That's one thing where I can see all of your little pictures up there, and it's great to see everybody, but I can't wait to see everybody in person and shake hands again. That's something I never thought I would miss, but I do. Personally, I can't wait to see each and every one of you at ribbon cuttings again as well, business after hours, and the marvelous events that the board, the community, and of course, Jill and Claudine plan throughout the year. The last thing I would like to mention in this little portion of the meeting is the reach of the Lisle Chamber of Commerce. I emailed a handful of job postings to Claudine about a month ago, maybe a month and a half now, for some seasonal positions that were open here at Four Lakes. We've typically in the past just posted them to our website and social media feeds, and we typically get a handful of people that apply. This year I decided that I'd like to send it out through the chamber, since we needed more people. When we posted them initially, we had a small trickle come through our website and our social media feed. Claudine posted them, and within 1 week, I had over 60 applications come through.
Wow, that's great.
Of the 60 people, we were able to hire and fill every single open position that we have at Four Lakes right now. We are fully staffed for the first time in multiple years, and the quality of our applicants that we received through the chamber was second to none. We have quality employees filling opening positions in a year when people are nervous and somewhat scared to go out and socialize. I think that with the reach of the Lisle Chamber, our amazing chamber, we will continue to grow and prosper as a community and make 2021 the best year ever.
Great.
Now, I believe I would like to introduce the 2021 board, correct, Jill?
Yes.
Okay. Returning again as treasurer from Bank Financial, Kimberly Novoveski. I don't know if Kimberly, if you can wave. I can't see you, unfortunately. From the Lee Ernst Group at eXp Realty, Lee Ernst. From College of DuPage, Professor Peter James. From Benedictine University, we have Annette Lawrence. From Molex, Barry McGoldrick. From Navistar, staying on to help us through, Christopher Pellico. From the Lisle Park District, John Pratcher. From GCG Financial, Tom Reif. From the Morton Arboretum, Susan Ross. From Your Promo Partners, Tom Thornton. And from the Village of Lisle, our ex officio, Eric Erdmode. Thank you to everybody on the 2021 board for coming on. And as Jill said, if you're interested, please send an application or an email, to Jill. I believe we do have some chamber positions or chamber board positions to fill at this time.
Thank you, Chris. We look forward to Chris Bueller of Four Lakes Recreation as our 2021 chair. He and I have met and we've been texting and emailing and meeting in person for the gavel. And we are excited. Chris has a plethora of creativity and business sense. And so we look forward to working with him as the whole board again in 2021. I want to thank you, our members, for all your kind calls and emails of support. We sincerely appreciate it here at the chamber. And whatever we can do, you know that Claudine and I are here, as well as you can reach out to board of directors as well. They're also available to help. I want to say happy holidays to you all. For those that came in a little bit later, we had a slideshow of our chamber events of the year. So I'm going to ask Claudine if after we close this meeting to put that back up for anyone that would like to stay and see that. And a great slideshow it is, because we were able to get a lot of things in. And you could see when COVID hit, a few months off from ribbon cuttings. We had 3 different kind of ribbon cuttings. One was in person with masks. One was just staff and we took a picture. And then the third one was just like this, a Zoom call for a new business in Lisle. So we are here to work with however everyone is comfortable in ribbon cuttings business after hours. And as I said earlier, I'll be meeting with the board to discuss what we're going to do next year and how to bring all these new ideas together. Thank you, Dr. Peter James, for speaking for us. It was a great presentation. Thank you all. Happy holidays to all of you.